Alright, so the turns should start slowly getting faster. I've lost a lot of stuff. I've got turn 85 here. We get attacked in Wicker Woods by Pelagia. Pinged? I don't know. In Ferran. Trying to kill some Demon Knights. We've got some Water Elementals to help, but the troops have all fled. Okay. So, I mean, we kill 13 Storm Demons here. That's significant. That's about 50 Blood Slaves out of, I don't know, probably hundreds that he collects every turn, but still. Doing a little bit of damage on our way out. In Banded Hills, we've got a few little mages, but they find the big Nabah army. This might be functioning as a gym bait as well. Area Noble. I might have thugged that guy. I forget. Let me see. No, he's just flying in. Just being a brave soul. Alright, and then joins the enemy. Let's see. And then in Forest of the Lost, we see the Demon Locusts there. Demon Locusts are great because they heretic down enemy dominion in really specific spots where you want it. But then they're also pretty decent raiders. They've got high protection, pretty hard hitting stinger with death poison, a lot of hit points. All right. So where was that? Here. In Traveler's Rest. This is our Brave Fire King. He's got a Thorn Staff to give him a poison attack, which might be unexpected, and go with his Flame Strike. And Nabah's got a lot of fire resist, so it's another way to get away with that. He's got a few bodyguards to try and protect him while he gets his script off. We do have a Ramhammer Marid, so this guy's got the Greenstone armor, Horror Helmet, Ring of Regen. These guys are all burning themselves on the fire shield effect. And he loses morale and runs away, which is unfortunate. But in the actual battle, the 30 morale guy does not simply become a coward and run away. He actually, I believe he does eventually get off Firestorm. I forget. But he ends up, yeah, he ends up killing most of this army and retreating the Marid. So that's nice. Dealing a little blow to Nabah. And then we've got in Lost World, we get attacked by special monsters, which are barbarians. They kill our PD like assholes. Then Ulm moves into Unbor. So we've got the army here, we've got a couple of golems we've left. In the hole, we've got our Kalem army. We're going up against a Pyrene army. It looks like some additional stuff has magic phased in. So got a Sea King. Can pull up the commander list. Now he has some pretty thugged out guys. He's got this guy with a Masters of Thame. He's planning to do some pretty big buffs. I've just got my army of birds. Also has a Sea King doing Frostfend. Some Sorginas brought in with Slave's Hearts. So we've forced a fairly expensive response. Like the Slave Heart isn't, I mean, it costs pearls. Sorgina oftentimes have better jobs, but it's not that expensive, but it's a little expensive. And then I guess a fair number of these guys had to magic phase in. So in came this guy. He's doing Phoenix Power, Strength of Gaia, Ground Army, and Army of Mist. So he's got some turn 1 stuff going. We've got a lot of Storm Demons. All right, so we actually end up getting defeated there with that new help that gets brought in. Where was that? That was here. So we lose a fair amount of stuff. But I mean, we kill a fair amount of Demon Knights, so that was pretty cool. Unfortunately, we didn't kill more Storm Demons. In Vician Forest, we get attacked. I think this is... It's not an Agrabel's doing Awakened Forest, but it could have been. Alright, and then in Typhalia, we run into the two Marids again in Lombaria. We find a couple more Marids. So just kind of getting shut down there. So Nabaa's tired of our shit. And then, let's see, Pyrene going after Pan. Okay, so that is a battle. So we can go ahead and watch it. No gear on these mages. Okay. Let's see. So that was this. Lost a few things, but not much. In the hole, he goes ahead and storms the fort here. Has some stuff. I don't have any stuff. So he goes ahead and takes that. Nabaa takes Fairy Forest. I don't think we need to watch Maenads die again. Although 27 Janguard dying. I suppose we can see if there was any kit or anything special done by the pans. No, probably just sitting in front of longbows for a while. Maybe some friendly fire. So, but yeah, loses 27 Janguard. I think that's somewhat significant. In Banded Hills, we get stormed here. There's not much here. Probably Archer, a few Mukarib, and the Adept. Or jump on them. Maybe they weren't protected. Yeah, so just stuff in the back. Maybe our garrison flew in. I don't know. Yeah. So, yeah, just a small mistake failing to rescript for the Kalem Gate Guard. In Ukrema, yeah, not much inside there. And in Forbidden Forest, nothing in here. Okay, so a bunch of new forts have fallen. I've got 2 forts here, but no garrisons for them. Kind of funny to have this. So I've got this throne unsieged. I've given this guy a Mask of Face borrowing. I've rallied some scouts here. And what I'm planning to do is, or what I'm starting to think of doing is maybe trying to wander this guy towards a blood hunting province and seeing what I can do. But yeah, kind of sneaking him out. We see a big army, a couple of big armies approaching now to kind of finish us off. There's this big Ulm army. We're going to go ahead and try to take a fight with the big Ulm army. So we've got stuff scripted. Some Magic Duel, some Doom, Army Regen, Serpent's Blessing, Frostfen. We've queued up some Neefle Flames, Magic Duel, more Frostfen, Quagmire, Army Regen, Army of Giants, Army of Bronze, Life After Death, Firefend, Arrowfend, Living Water. So, I mean, we've got a lot of the late game magic. We've got one last late game army. So I thought this would be a fun fight. So we're going to go and try to take that fight. And then, yeah, I think that's it for this one. So that's turn 85. I should be able to pull up turn 86 now. Okay, so I've got turn 86 and got a slowly decreasing number of battles. So the turns should start speeding up as my armies die. So we have a magic phase on Umbor. Or no, we walk into Umbor. And this poor bastard got left behind. Alright, so Ulm dodges the fight. I think it would have been a fun fight, but he wasn't interested. Pyrene attacks me in range of light. Lose there. I get attacked in Traveler's Rest by a couple of Merid. Nothing I can do about that. Let's see, Lightless Caverns. I jump on a small raid stack or bump into it. I don't. Yeah, or I guess he semi-pings me, probably gem baits me. Sees my script. In Antediluvium, Okay, and in Wicker Woods, brings another 100 Wave Warriors and does indeed kill our province defense. And then we've got Pythium going after Pangea. No, getting patrolled out. Then we get patrolled out. No, we see a couple of vampires get killed. We could see how they die. Oh, Harpies get in there. And they didn't do the invulnerability Soul Vortex to start with. Okay. So they get sent home. Not a big deal. Veil of Infinite Horror has been found. And we have some stuff patrolled out. We patrol out a scout. And yeah, I think that's a lot of it. So this army dodged us. It ran back to here. So we're going to go back home. We're going to go back to Yellow Caves. We are going to magic phase this, though. I think. I mean, there's a line to it. Oh, include teleportations. All right, so we're going to hit this guy golem with a water elemental caster. And then this army is, it can't do anything about this, so it's going to walk away and just kind of head back and create like a main stack here. So other than that, not a heck of a lot going on. We can go ahead and jump into the next one in turn 87. All right, so I've got turn 87 here. In Deep Mount, we launch our magic phase attack. If you remember, this kit is very familiar. It's one of the small downsides to having uniform kits is uniform counters can work. Oh, is he going to live through this? Interesting. I think in the actual battle he dies, though. Yeah, so we do kill him. Probably just had more crush attacks punch through body ethereal was the difference. In Kedra, looks like we do another magic phase thing. Nope, we have an insane storm guard, insane 40. Cool. And then let's see. Oh, this looks interesting. So Pythium wipes on this pan stack. So we've got a couple of archangels. We've got Hydra skin armor, boots of quickness. We have a number of, I guess, stolen centaur cataphracts and some retriarius, but we actually have Pan's doom stack here. So the Pan Bless, magic weapons, undying enchanted blood, that combo, and some resist and some heroism. A lot of white centaur, an actual mage core. Same pretender everyone else uses, the Demi-Lich. Great name. Just gave it all the gems. I don't know, maybe with like instructions to cast whatever the fuck it wants. You know, archangels are fire 4, holy 3. They're gonna struggle to kill all this. And they're gonna HP route. Okay. I kind of wish morale 30 units didn't HP route. I think if you got that kind of morale, you shouldn't be running away just because of HP. That's my opinion. Alright. So Pythium gets wiped here. One Pandemoniac gets killed. Kills 11 Maenads, but otherwise loses all this. And then in the Lost World, we kill the Barbarians. Not a big deal. We get attacked in Lightless Cavern. Not much left. I left a gym bait, basically. We get attacked in Typhalia. Oh, I guess I was seeing what walked onto the fort next. And then Pythium attacks Pan. Loses some ghosts. I guess we can see this. There's a little bit of stuff in here. There's this pretty cool E3 N3 Amphitheater, which you get from transformation. Also this E2 N5 Hydra, pretty cool chassis. And a bunch of Centaur Hierophants. Ghosts are pretty good at clearing out gate walls. Rather than use them on the gate guard, though, I like using them on the wall guards, because they clear them out pretty quickly. And then you get a flank on the gate, but it doesn't really matter here. Goes ahead and cleans up. So it loses 5 ghosts. I think this is the Merc Company, and the Hoplites might be a Merc Company too. So mostly a Merc Company with a Sorgina. Pretty efficient way to clear this out. Let's see. We got some stuff. And all right. So you can see our guy is wandering out. He's gonna see what he can find in the world in terms of blood hunting provinces. And then this army here is going to move here. There's a stack here. Maybe we can counter raid it, but I'm not expecting him to throw it away down here. We still can't do much about this army. I don't know. Maybe it would have been better just to take the fight anyways and at least blow through the gems. Maybe here in Underspring. But yeah, I mean we're running around. Got that successful raid, and this group is gonna do whatever it's gonna do. So I think we can probably fit in either one more, or we can maybe, yeah, we'll get one more turn in. All right, so I've got turn 88 pulled up. We put up a Frost Dome. We have one of our Cochtheads cast Become a Lich. So that's kind of fun. Gain a death path, and now we can do leprosy on the Pyrean army. Otherwise, we're combining our forces. We're going to move out here. So this is going to be our big stack. And we only see a few battles. A lot of our scouts have been patrolled out. So he kills some PD, some Reds. Yeah, so they capture a couple more of our forts. So yeah, we're losing a lot of vision. Actually, like almost nothing happened here. So I'll go ahead and pull up turn 89. Okay, so I've got the next turn pulled up. Turn 89, we did cast Leprosy, disease some stuff. Oh, this is a fun thing. So this monolith had been sitting here for a few turns. So we forged a Blackheart and the Protection of Garyon because we had one Blood Mage. And so we had a little bit of slave income. And so our goal is to send the monolith to hell. Because you can see from the description here, drag the killer down to the Inferno. Only works if Garyon is in the Inferno, so I had to rely on people not summoning demon lords. And there it goes, off to hell. I wonder if it'll show it in the F1 screen. Yeah, Lost in Inferno, so you can see that. Pretty funny. And then Pyrene attacking my PD. Some more PD. Yeah, Storms of Fort doesn't lose anything. Patrols out a scout. Patrols out another scout. So we're starting to find stuff. So we found what looks like a Bloodhunt province. So there's not much scary stuff here. There's only 2 demon knights. Looks like something we could wipe. So what I should have done was have this guy do like a sneak in attack, but we're just gonna rely on him getting patrolled out. So, and then we've got some more scouts looking around, seeing what we can find. As these forts start to go down. Yeah, Pyrene wasn't gonna let Pelagia get this fort, I guess. So send him home. So this army is sieging our fort here. It's gonna storm. We're gonna see if we can try and backcap the hull. I don't know, it's fun. I don't want to just sit in yellow caves waiting for someone to come kill me. So we're gonna go ahead and try to make a go of it, see if we can take a fort or something. All right, and then otherwise, just kind of getting ready for our last couple of little fights, and I will. Yeah, I think we can probably do turn 90 unless there's a big fight here. If it ends, that means there is a big fight next episode. All right, so I've got turn 90 pulled up here. We've got a few fights. Yeah. So was this a gym bait? It was not. Okay. So we get stormed in a few more forts, slowly losing all this. Ah. And our King of Magma does get patrolled out. So Phoenix Pyre. Now, with my tremendous luck, it just so happened that a large Pyrene army moved into this province. The one turn I decided to attack it. So pretty unfortunate. And then all these imps jump in to ruin my scripting. Followed by all these wolves. Unfortunately, he's already routed. I don't know. I'm really of the opinion that Morale 30 should not HP route. Because it did kind of ruin like this whole cool Phoenix Pyre thing, and having that only really be a thing with empowered golems is kind of sad, I think. I don't know. Maybe it would be too strong. Yeah, so he's a little fatigued out. And then he runs away. Does a little bit replay bugged. He ran away in a different spot, but same result. So he kills 289 things, but other than that, never uses his elixir of life. And is just a complete coward because 30 morale doesn't actually mean 30 morale, which is kind of annoying. All right. I don't know. HP routing, calling it perfect morale, but then HP routing doesn't really imply perfect morale. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and pick a fight here. This is gonna be probably our last fight on turn 91. I think, what are we doing here? We're gonna go ahead and do another living water thing. What I'm predicting is this army will move on my fort, and then something will move in behind it. Maybe we can kill that. And then we're gonna try and guard our retreat route. We just have like a little mage ball. Again, just like touch of madness and other bullshit. Maybe a little bit of swarm. And we're trying to get mages over here to help, like the Lich is going to be over here. I don't know why he's sneaking. Seems like it would be better if he were moving, so that's a mistake on my part. But yeah, I think that's it for turn 90. And probably it for this episode. And then the next episode should be pretty quick, I think. All right. Have a good one. Bye.